In this video, I'm going to explain how to upload jobs into Onyx Thrive. There's two ways you can do this. One is to hit open button in the top left hand corner on the folder icon, and you'll actually open up a ready for production folder. Now, in this sense, these are where your jobs should be labeled and in chronological order where you can actually upload them in. For today's purposes, we're going to upload a colors test. So we're going to click up here and go to our desktop. Once we find our desktop, we're going to click our PDF file that says color test, which is right here. Click open. Onyx Thrive uses something called a job editor when you upload jobs inside of it. So this is the job editor. Now this gives you a lot of different options of how you can edit and manipulate the actual file itself. If you look to your left hand side, this top drop down is what they call your profile settings. This will always be on TSC Vanguard unless instructed differently. Below this you have your media type. Now these are your color profiles that we discussed in an earlier video. This is based on the different type of substrate that you're going to be printing on. This is going to run a color test, so we usually run this on Coroplast, which is a type of PVC plastic. So we're going to click CMYKW because we're going to print white with it. Once our profile is clicked, we click apply at the bottom. If you move tabs to the right, from the left hand to right hand side, the next one would be preview and size. Now this allows you to scale your image down to any scalable. It allows you to scale your image down to any percentage that you would like. You can also crop your image by using these separate. You can also crop your image by putting different values in these slots right here. If you keep going to the right hand side, it allows you to do certain types of patterns for step and repeat, such as larger images that need to be duplicated over and over again. For this purposes, we're not going to be using this. If you go to color correction, this is what we're going to do. We're going to add a spot layer to the back of this because we're going to be printing white simultaneously with color. We're going to click on tools and we're going to go down to spot layer tool. Once that is clicked, you want to click on enable spot layer generation. Now this gives you a couple more options. You can go to fill flood or flood fill, which actually fills up all of the image that you see. You can go to fill image, which in certain cases, say if you have text or just an image, it will only print white on the text or image. Then this is the same thing, fill non-image area, which is just the reverse of that. And then you also have a custom where you can go in and use different types of settings to individually put spots of color. For today's setting, we're going to use flood fill. Now, if you'll see, the color changes into a very, very light purple with a low opacity. Anything that you see in this preview that has that color on top of it, that's where white will be printed when you print your file. Once that is done, you can go to your tab all the way to the right hand side and hit submit to print, or either you can use the printer icon at the top. Once the job editor starts to actually rip the file, you can see the process. If you click on the file, you can see the process at the right hand corner. Now once this goes all the way through, that means your file is actually rendering and will be ripped through the software. Before printing, or before sending to Vanguard Print Manager, you will need to match your media types. So if you look in the middle right here, our media types for this one is CMYKW at the resolution of 600 by 1200 pixels. If you go to the right hand side, you'll see that our media is actually aluminum 600 by 1200. We need to switch that. So you can actually click the icon of the gear. This will pop up for your dialog box with your profiles, your media types, and the size of the flatbed. Flatbed never changes. Your media will. So we're going to click this, and then we're going to match it by using the CMYKW 600 by 1200